This could be the biggest signing in Arsenal's history. Vinicius Júnior has been linked with a sensational move to North London, but we're answering the question that really matters. How good will Arsenal be with him in the side? Now, this signing has the potential to be history defining. A signing that you look at in a couple years' time and say, this is the reason why Arsenal dominate English football for the next couple years. Because listen, the upgrade Arsenal are going to get in Vinicius potentially is incredible. And to really understand, let's have a look at the data between Vinicius Junior and Trossard. But before we do that, listen, Trossard was a very, very good servant to Arsenal Football Club. And he was very, very important with some of the goals that he scored last year to help Arsenal win the league. But Vinicius Junior takes it up a different level. Look at the metrics on the screen here. Goals, who scored more last year? Vinicius. Shots, Vinicius. XG, Vinicius. Dribbles, Vinicius. Touches in the penalty area, you guessed it, Vinicius. Progressive runs, Vinicius. Literally every single metric you can find, bar crosses, guys, Vinicius is on top. This is not even a competition. Arsenal are getting one of the best plays potentially in the world. Now, I know a lot of people would disagree with this take, but in my eyes, Mikel Arteta is still underrated as a manager. And this is me as an opposition fan saying this. The reason is, considering the injuries Bukayo Saka had, no one looked at the Arsenal attack last year and said they should be winning the Premier League and should be in the final of the Champions League. The fact that Arteta got the best out of his squad and the level out of the squad that he did was incredible in my eyes. But when you watch Arsenal, they were lacking something in the final third. They were lacking a bit of injection into games at times. Vinicius Junior solves every single problem that Arsenal had last year. You guys can see the graphic on the screen here. This looks at progressive actions in the top 5 leagues. Look who's fifth on that list, Vinicius Junior. But more importantly, look at the names above him. Doku, Yamal, Elise, Dembele. Some of the best players in the world. And I think a lot of people agree with this. Vinicius Junior probably didn't have the best of years last year considering how bad Real Madrid done. Yet these are some of the numbers that he's still showing. This is a bad Vinicius. Imagine a Vinicius fully fit, fully at the top of his game. He's one of the best players in the world and he'll probably comfortably be number 1 in this sort of graphic. Now, it's very important to understand how his progressive actions are actually coming, considering the fact that Arsenal are actually very good at progressing the ball through the passes. They have the likes of Saliba, Zubimendi, Odegaard, who can do that to a very, very good level. But when we're looking at Arsenal and the amount of people that can carry the ball through their running, that number becomes less. You can only say that maybe Declan Rice is one of the best in the world at that. But when it comes to Vinicius, they are getting one of the best ball progressors through his runs in the world. You guys can see the graphic on the screen here. This looks at Vinicius Junior to players in La Liga over the last year. Look at the progressive run metric, 7.8. You guys can't see a number higher than that because he was the best in La Liga at doing that. He's one of the best in the world at doing that. And this is why I keep saying, Arsenal getting something completely different from Vinicius to what they have in the rest of the squad. It's a cheat code, genuine cheat code. He makes Arsenal, in my eyes, the favourites for the Champions League next year. Now, I know a lot of people call this a Vinicius Glaze video. Guess what, guys? You're correct. Arsenal are potentially signing one of the best players in the world. What else do you want me to say? And his positive numbers don't end there. Look at this graphic on the screen here. This looks at dribbles completed and attempted in La Liga over the last year. He attempted 9.54 dribbles according to Wirescout. Now, I know a lot of people will be asking, why is this so important? When we've watched Arsenal over the last couple of years, how many teams have we seen try double up on Bukayo Saka down the right-hand side? Literally every single one of them. Now, Arsenal just have a completely different dimension because try doubling up on Bukayo Saka on the right, Vinicius Junior on the left, but then try marking all the other quality players Arsenal have in between that. It's going to be impossible. He completely changes how teams have to set up against Arsenal and completely changes how Arsenal's potential attacking dynamics could be. He is a cheat code. Now, we spoke about it already where Arsenal sometimes needed that bit of extra quality in the final third to break down sides that were playing a low block last year in open play. Vinicius Junior provides that. You guys can see the shot map on the screen here. Look at the amount of shots from outside the box. Now, that's important because sometimes when teams are so stubborn, you need that bit of extra quality. Someone that can create a moment of magic out of nothing. Vinicius Junior is an incredible ball striker and he's very, very consistent when it comes to that, where he can provide moments of magic from outside the box. Now, like I said before, this signing has the potential to make Arsenal one of the best Premier League sides we've ever seen. Arsenal already one of the best defenses the Premier League's ever seen. Imagine if they just sort out that final bit of extra quality in the final third, which Vinicius provides. It's scary. It is scary, scary hours. And listen, I almost feel like saying this. Arsenal are going to win the Premier League. The other 19 sides are going to fight it out for themselves because Arsenal are just so much clear of everyone else right now, especially with the potential signing of Vinicius. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and we will be back soon.